Well, good evening, everybody. Hey, it's Linda Anderson here from Linda Lou Creates. And as always, I'm always so happy when you join me. I wanted to make sure everyone was aware of the designer series paper sale that was going on this month, 15% off on select paper packs. So I thought I would highlight some of my favorite ones. So this is one of them. It is called Bright and Beautiful. I forgot the name of the bundle that it comes with, but it's very sort of almost like a celebration, birthday oriented. But I decided to create just some cards that are fun using that paper and a variety of stamp sets and sentiments. So these are the two that I'm going to make tonight. They're super simple. Like I said, they really highlight and feature that designer series paper. But I wanted to also just point out these two that I made. This one I adore. It has the monkey set. Let me think. Little Monkey is the name of that one. Just thought it was fun to kind of mix that in with a monkey. So anyway, and then here is the Circle Sayings stamp set, and decided to just keep it going with that birthday theme that I wanted. And yeah, I really love the way they both turned out. Can I point something out here on this card? The cupcake, the frosting. I used Wink of Stella, so I stamped the cupcake, and while I didn't wait, in other words, right away I got out my Wink of Stella and colored in the frosting, and it sort of I don't know, blended a little bit of that Berry Burst ink to just then it even tinted the Wink of Stella, that glitter that was going on there. So I really like the way that ended up looking. So anyway, these are just samples to show. I am going to get going on the actual cards that I want to share with you. So this one, I know a lot of you have heard about triple time stamping, that you are able to cut out 3 different layers of cardstock. You stamp, layer it up with some other colored cardstock, and then sort of stack it one on top of the other. I decided to go with designer series paper for this instead of stamping. So here we go. I'm going to make this one. I'm just using a different pattern out of that Bright and Beautiful DSP pack. Azure Afternoon is the card base. I love this color. It is so bright, very turquoisey for me. So love this color. And it is 8.5, 5.5, and then scored down the middle at 4 1/4. Inside, I just went ahead, used another strip of the designer series paper, and did a little bit of stamping. Let me just bring out real quick the stamp set that I used for the sentiments was the Irresistible Blooms. This is part of the online exclusives. So you can go to my online store, check that out, the online exclusives, and you'll be able to get this stamp set. I really like the font on it. So now let's go through these layers. So the designer series paper, the first layer is 5 1/4 by 4. Let me just do the pattern paper first. All right. This one now is 4 by 3. The last one is, let me see here. Let me check my notes. It is 3 1/4 by 2. All right. Now I went ahead and decided to stick with the Azure Afternoon and cardstock for this. So it is just 1/4 of an inch bigger then. So with the layer that it's going to be with. So that means this layer, with this one being 3 by 4, is going to be 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. We then have this piece that was 3 1/4 by 2, meaning this is going to be 3 1/2 by 2 1/4. Now my sentiment, I just did not measure it. So let me see if I can, how's that for, yeah. It is 1 inch by 2, so it is 1 by 2. So that means, of course, 1 1/4 by 2 1/4. So I stamped in the same Asia Afternoon ink, and I have some dimensionals on the back of this. So really, this one, super quick, once you get all the pieces cut out, because now all it is layering up and adhering these all together. So let me get, I have some glue on my finger. I'm trying to get that off. Okay, so here we go. I kind of liked these colors. There's a lot of the new and returning colors with this. So there's the Lemon Lime Twist, the Asia Afternoon, what else? Berry Burst. I think even a Blueberry Bushel, which is another returning one, is in this paper pack. And what else? Lemon Lolly, Fresh Freesia. I think pretty much a lot of the new colors, new and returning colors, are part of this paper pack. So, all right, let me bring in now the card base. So as you can see, I'm just using the other side of my paper. I just wanted to kind of cut through the design a little bit. And so here we go. Like I said, you can also, the other thing, I was debating on what I wanted to pop up. If I wanted to pop up each of the layers, if I wanted to just pop up certain layers. Do what you like. So by using this design and these dimensions and measurements, then the end product is all yours. So I was, like I said, this one was the one I was thinking about popping up, but instead I am only popping up the sentiment. So let's get this going. And now the problem with all the papers being so new, I don't know which ones are my favorites. So I'm just going to try out as many as I can before the end of the month, and then I will let you know which one is my favorite. So, all right, dimensionals here with a nice, just a super simple hello sentiment. And now I pulled out my in color dots. So these are the new in colors. And I know this is not the same color. This is boho blue, but I liked the flatness of these dots. So that's what I decided, and all I'm doing is going to put 1 in here. You can go crazy if you like, and I just decided just to go with the 1. So, all right. So let me see. I honestly think I like this one better. I feel like it's because of the green, this Lemon Lime Twist. It just really kind of pops, and that's why I like that one better. But you tell me, is it the dashes, the one with all the what is that, a herringbone kind of design, or with all the circles? So this one's the one I'm picking. So all right, next, here we go with this one. Now, this one I was inspired by an alternative for the latest paper pumpkin kit. And I decided to just try it here, using it using the paper and making a card this way. So let me start off here. Card base. This is the Bubble Bath. I am so thrilled to have a sort of like a baby pink, baby girl pink color. It's perfect. I love it. And inside, again, I have a strip of that star paper and then my sentiment in there. Here is a piece of the paper that I cut, the designer series paper, that is 5 1/4 by 4. Yes, I cut a hole right out of it using my stitched, why am I drawing a blank on them? Let me know what I am drawing a blank on, the name of the dies that I used here. Oh my gosh, that's sort of embarrassing. But I did cut that out. This is the second to the largest, and this one is the largest. And again, this is the lemon lime twist. Can you tell I really like that? Stylish Shapes, there we go. It just now popped into my head. So Stylish Shapes is the die set that I use. So here's the piece that I cut out. Let me fit it back in there. So that's the one I cut out. I have dimensionals on the back of it. That's why it's being a little goofy there, trying to fit it in. But instead, I'm going to put it right like this. So I'm cutting it right out of there. Okay. I have a strip here. It's 3/4 of an inch wide. And then whatever length you need, I have a piece of white that I stamped my sentiment. Now that sentiment is using the Go-To Greetings. I like this stamp set. I like the font. I like that it comes in a variety of sizes too, those sentiments. So it works pretty perfectly there. So, oh, and then this is Berry Burst. Same size as the white. As far as the length goes, I mean, that's totally up to you and how long you want it to be. But I have then it also is 3/4 of an inch wide. So I'm going to go ahead and let's get this put together real quick. Okay, so I am going to just go ahead and just put a little bit of glue on the banner here of the sentiment because I don't need much. I'm going to layer it up. All I'm doing is finding the corner here, lining that up, and then however much of an angle or a gap or however you want it to be when you overlap it. All right, so that is that. I am going to get some dimensionals on that, but in just a moment. Now let me bring in my card base again. I always have to check to make sure I'm putting it on right, because the other day I made a card and I put it on totally upside down. So let's see. Now, because I cut that out, I'm going to just make sure that I get some adhesive in there so that it's not going to pop up at all. I know I do have that green circle to put on there too to help hold it down. So anyway, now I have, again, this is the largest of the Stylish Shapes. That's just going to go right over top. And when you have sort of not a design per se that you need, like in that paper pumpkin kit, when I saw people create using the designs, I mean, there's the ground, the mountains, the sky. I mean, you definitely have to be careful in that regards as to how you lay your piece back down. Otherwise, you know, you might have then the sky, mountains, and ground going that way. So if that makes sense at all to you, then good for you. Otherwise, because it's stars, I don't feel like you have to be overly cautious on how you put it down. But I feel like I want to. So I find a couple of stars that I know I'm going to line up with. All right. So I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. So, but I really don't think that if you just plop this down, I don't know that it would be a problem, that it would give your eyes a fit. But I am going to set it down approximately here. because I see this star here in the Lost Lagoon. Here's a Berry Burst one. Here's the Bubble Bath. Those are the ones that I'm seeing that are kind of a continuation of that design. So what I was saying in regards to the sentiment strip then is I'm going to put some glue on the back of the strip here, but where it overhangs, because this is popped up, I do want to put a couple dimensionals. So let me find mine. And then get some glue here. And now you can angle, straight, however you would like to do it. I kind of liked it angled down. Now, I'm just going to add some of my favorite embellishments, and it's the Festive Pearls. I like the silver ones. And, excuse me, I am going to actually, believe it or not, put 6 of them on. So I didn't want to get too crazy, but when I stopped at 3, I'm like, I need some more. So let's go ahead and just wherever you think you like them. So here we go. I wanted to use them as sort of like a highlight of the sentiment to say happy birthday then. So, all right. And card number 2 is complete as well. This one I think is my favorite of the cards, next to the monkey card. So let me bring back, here are the ones that we made tonight. So here are these 2 that I made. I wanted to bring this one in, and then, but I also wanted to share then the other ones that I created using the Bright and Beautiful paper. So, all right, let me just spread these out just a smidge more. And now I'm gonna have to look through and decide what I wanna, which paper next I wanna use. So, but remember, for the month of June, 15% off select DSPs. So don't delay, get yours so that you're all stocked up and ready to go for the year. So, all right, well, hey guys, I hope you have a great weekend, or a great week, excuse me. I guess we're almost done with the weekend, and I'm gonna see you next week. Alrighty, bye now.